Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, Dave, Frank from Cleveland. I just got one thing to ask you today. Do you think the Browns are in negotiations with the 49ers for Brandon Aiyuk? Is that what's the hold up taking so long to figure out Amari's status, and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, brother, I love you, man. You and the family be safe and stay cool. Be good, Dave. Love you, man.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. So, Tim, this was tweeted out from Adam Schefter. Disgruntled wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk in the 49ers meeting today, and that's from Ryan Clark, who former player with the Steelers, reporting that on NFL Live. A couple of things. I don't think they're at the point where they are discussing Aiyuk. Aiyuk's going to want more than $30 million a year for 5 years. He's 26 years old, so he's in the contract before this one for Amari Cooper. He's in the contract negotiations that Cooper's contract is ending. I think there's a couple of things. Again, the holdup with Cooper, I don't think they can agree if it's going to be 3 years guaranteed, 4 years guaranteed. I think they have a pretty good idea of the money. It's going to be 26, 27, 28 million a year, maybe more up front than back. They'll probably put void years on it so that there's a way that the Browns can get out of it if Amari Cooper starts to look like, a 32, 33-year-old wide receiver, which he hasn't so far.
Yeah, I mean, I've said before, like I said before with Cooper, I feel like he's a guy who should age better than some other receivers just because his game isn't purely predicated on athleticism. But with the idea of Cooper and Aiyuk, obviously, I can't imagine they're related to each other. Obviously, like you said, Brandon Aiyuk's probably going to get more money for a longer term than Amari Cooper is because Aiyuk is younger. He's 26 years old, and he's still got some ceiling left. He's just now getting into the prime of his career because he's an ascending talent. He had more yards this year than Cooper's had at any point of his entire career. So obviously, you're going to pay Brandon Aiyuk more money than Amari Cooper. I think for me, it feels far less likely that the Browns make the trade for Aiyuk than just bring back Cooper because with Amari Cooper, yeah, you may get diminishing returns at a certain point again because of age, but again, you have a player who probably will make less money. It'll be less term, less guaranteed money that you have to worry about. And the big thing, he's already familiar with your system, whereas with Brandon Aiyuk, he's going to have to come over, learn a new system a month before training camp or even less or even shorter time before then, not to mention the pressure of suddenly being the number one receiver in Cleveland. So there's a lot of factors that kind of play into it. If this was a trade that I think was going to happen, to me, it feels like something that would happen much earlier in the offseason than late June. I just think it seems far more likely the Browns just get something done with Amari Cooper and the Niners do the same with Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah, that would be if everything goes south, the trade of Cooper for Aiyuk is a bailout. That's the last resort probably on both sides.